Welcome to Historiespanarna History Reconnaissance, and join us to watch some really interesting footage from World War I. In the trenches, hiding in caves, firing makeshift anti-aircraft guns at bombers and airships, or just trying to keep the mood up and staying alive. More than 100 years ago, and all too familiar today. And please, like, share and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Anti-aircraft artillery was something new and almost unheard of before World War I. The first in use were field artillery guns with improvised mounts of steel or wooden framework, raising the guns to a high angle. Only later in the war, specialized mounts were constructed, allowing the guns to be elevated and traversed with ease. France built a number of versions based on its famous 75, the 75mm field gun, mounted on platforms in a fixed position, towed, and also self-propelled on a truck chassis. In September 1914, the British Army deployed their first anti-aircraft units to France, equipped with the Vickers Pom-Pom 1-pounders. The same month, the first enemy aircraft was shot down after firing 75 rounds at it. Credited with this was Lieutenant O. Hogg and his gun team of No. 2 AA Section 3rd Corps. The Pom-Pom guns soon proved of limited value, so 13 and 18-pounder field guns were adapted for anti-aircraft use. Here is where the meat ended up, a French kitchen wagon, called a cuisine roulante. The French army had no standard type in use when the war broke out, and used up to 28 different designs in the early years. In 1917, they standardized on just one type, the Guinness Tacher. And a closer look at the 75, Canon de 75 anti-aérien, a self-propelled version on the back of a Didion Bouton truck chassis. The gun could be brought into action in 5 minutes, but its traverse and elevation were slow, which combined with the lack of fire direction equipment limited its effectiveness. Still, by the end of World War I, 196 had been completed. Air-to-ground communication developed slowly during the war. Hand signs, mirrors, or colored paddles were the only means available. Two-way communication between pilot and ground personnel had been achieved by AT&T in July 1917. Pilots could then communicate with their voice instead of using Morse code, though few of these devices saw service in the war. Trucks, light rail, horses and donkeys, you name it, it was all used bringing supplies to the front lines. Soldiers incorporated medieval quarries into the trench systems, complete with chapels, bakeries and butcher shops. The quarries often connected to the trenches above and became established fighting bases for thousands of men. Looking at some totally wrecked German narrow-gauge felt-bound freight cars, gauge 600mm. The same was also used by Britain, USA and Russia. Lafayette Fund was established by Americans in 1914 to supply comfort kit to French soldiers. For $2, contributors could equip a kit with a poncho, pair of socks, a combination knife and a spoon, and a can of Critel ointment, a soap and a pipe.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.